Hi, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson today, we are going to be talking about fonts and how to pair fonts in Canva or just generally when you are designing. Let's start with a new design. Let's start with an Instagram post. Now, what I have found with a lot of you is that you are just using any fonts that comes to mind. So you could start with, say, Open Sans, for instance, and you could say, right? You do that, and then let's duplicate this by clicking here. You can also say okay, so these are the things that you do with fonts. You literally just pick a random font because you like the font, not necessarily because the font is working for your design. Okay, so I've just picked a random font here, and I've also just picked a random font in the bottom. Now, when you're working with fonts, you have to understand that fonts have different types, which is why it's called a font type, and then they have different faces, all right? So for instance, if this is Open Sans, Open Sans also has different faces, which will be Open Sans Extra Bold, Open Sans Condensed, Open Sans Light, Open Sans Hebrew Bold. These are all different faces of the same font, Open Sans, all right? So the combination of your font type and your font faces is so important. The easiest way for you to find out what fonts to use is honestly to go to Google and say best font combinations in Canva. All right. And there is actually a Canva work plan for fonts, right? You find that in their blogs. Look at this, the ultimate guide to font pairing in Canva. So if you're not sure, Google it. Don't just decide that you're going to combine any fonts that comes to mind, because it doesn't work that way. It's not beautiful on the eyes. It's not just cute. So with this document, Canva is literally showing you the best fonts that work together. And what they've also done is organize those fonts in terms of what the fonts are great for. So for instance, this is for design publications, and Leagues Pattern and Labor Bakersville work together. They also actually show you how to use them, the size of the fonts and things like that. And so there are almost 100 font combinations here. When you decide what your brand aesthetic is going to look like, you want to go Google something like this and find font combinations that work, even with the free fonts on Canva as well. Take a look at this example for ebooks. This is a font for the titles, and then this is a font for the text in the book, right? And it's the same font. So you can use the same font and use them with a different font pairing. So you can have the bold of the same font and then the regular. All right, so this is a great way for you to have an idea of font combinations that will work the best, instead of just um, deciding mentally that you're going to use whatever font comes to mind. Alternatively, you can also go into Canva and use the font combinations that Canva has given you, and I will show you how to do that right now. The best way for you to use fonts on Canva, we're going to duplicate this, we're going to delete all of this, is to actually go with the font combinations that Canva has given you. So on Canva, go to text. Instead of adding a new text by yourself and just choosing whatever text, take from the combinations that Canva has put for you. All right, there's several combinations here depending on what kind of content you want to create. Let's see this, for instance. Take a look at that. Canva has paired the best collection of fonts right here. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to delete this. So if you find a combination from Canva that you love, all you have to do is drop it, right? And edit it into your content. What Canva is saying to you is that these combinations work. So if I wanted to make it quotable, I'm going to click this one. I'm going to bring it in. And so according to Canva, let's ungroup this so that we can see them one by one. According to Canva, this font, Yeseva 1, works really good with this font, Glacial Indifference. And so this is the best way. All you have to do is choose your font. Okay, so if this if you choose when you decide what your content plan is, the kind of content that you're going to post, you're going to have 3 templates for your content, and this could be one of them, okay, with this font. So this could be your quotable template. All you have to do is change the quote in there. So I've just typed up a random quote and I'm just pushing that out like so, and I'm deciding that this is going to be my quotable. All right, so when you have this combination like this, Canva has already done the work for you to combine. I'm going to add a different page, and all of this on the template is Canva doing the work for you. This is another one, right? So all these are font combinations. So if you're not sure what you want to do, use Canva's font combinations. I'm going to click this one. So take a look at this. For instance, I can make this larger and I can ungroup everything. So this is Leagues pattern, the font. This is Leagues pattern, and this is Montserrat Classic. Now, when you're working with fonts, right, you don't necessarily have to go choose a whole different font completely and use something else. You can use the same font in a different way. So take a look at this. It's the same font, Leagues pattern, and take a look at this. It's the same font, Leagues pattern, in all caps. This is a very beautiful, simple way to use fonts that are the same for the document without changing the font, and I'll show you from the start. Okay, so say for instance that I am going to type a whole new font from the beginning. I'm going to say add a subheading. I'm going to say so here's something that I always see a lot of you doing, okay? You have your font, you have your text, you have your title, and you leave it like this. You don't format the title. We're going to duplicate this so you can see the difference. So I see that a lot of people just type and they don't format the text. Formatting the text is aligning and arranging the text in such a way that it is more pleasing to the eyes and it makes the reading experience easy. 3 ways to change the way you think. When you write it this way, 3 ways to change the way you think. That's how it is read, because how you type is how the content will be read. Also, when you type like this instead of like this, you look all over the place. So all I have done is align this text in such a way that we have 2 lines now and it is breathable. The next thing I can do is select the text and align everything to the left. And this is dependent on you. It doesn't have to be to the left or right. It can be in the center. It can be at the bottom. It can be at the top. It depends on what it is that you are designing, okay? But the most important thing is to make sure that your content doesn't have like a single word leaving by itself, like this word right here, where it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I want to show you font combinations now using the same font, all right? This font is Open Sans. I'm going to drop this right here. I'm going to duplicate that so I can have a new text layer. And I'm going to say Okay, so we've typed up some content. It is still the same font, of course. We're going to make this smaller. Now, these are different ways that you can really work your font. So first, we have really taken care of this font right here to make it look like this. The next thing we can do is actually make this a bold font or a bold face, and then make this smaller. Okay, I'm going to select all of that and fill it up on the page. So as you look at that, you can see immediately that we have created a hierarchy between this text and this text. So basically, people are going to see this one first before they see this one. So you're telling the reader that this is a heading. This is the subject matter. This is the topic of discussion. 3 ways to change the way you think. And the reader begins to read this part, which is a sub-conversation. All right, so depending on what your content is, I just want you to know that you can use the same font type. This is Open Sans. This is Open Sans. Where it gets different is in the font face. So now we have Open Sans bold by making this one bold. And this one right here, we can just go in and find for all of the Open Sans options. And so this is the different faces of the Open Sans, all right? So this is the regular one which we're using here. The light one looks like this, and it is not bad at all. So I can actually leave this right here and make my content smaller. So the question now is, why do you make your content smaller on the page? The reason is because you want space in your content. So all of this is white space, and white space allows your content to breathe. So if you have been creating content and just posting things anyway, anyhow, you want to begin to start changing that and allowing your post to breathe. Okay? So that's a beautiful font combination going, 3 ways to change the way you think, and a subheading. Now, please, so in the next lesson, we're going to be talking more about font combination, but for an introduction, I hope you'll enjoy this one. It will be lovely to read from you. Please leave me a comment down below in the comment section, and I'll be chatting with all of you. Bye.